Hi, it's Mitz from My Life Mitz. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today I want to work in my travel journal, and this is the regular sized traveler's notebook from Traveler's Company. And I will post the playlist down below to my previous videos because lately I've been doing a lot of Hobonichi videos, and I like journal with me in my Hobonichi, which is fine as well. But yeah, so I think I'm going to take some of these papers out so that I don't forget to use them. And I want to catch up in my travel journal. Let's leave in these ones in here for now. I'll just do a really quick, make sure I'm in focus. I'll do a really quick flip of what I currently have in here. So this insert here is from Skylar Hand. She has a Etsy shop and she sells these beautiful handmade inserts. And what I mean by handmade, she collages these pages in advance so that you don't have to worry about bringing all your supplies with you. So it's let me show you like a blank page so that you can see what I mean. And they're printed on very, very nice color. It's not faded at all, and the paper is very thick. I don't know if you can hear that. Like for example, I think I journaled in here somewhere, and there's no bleed through. Like I journaled here, and you can barely see on the other side. So the pages are nice and thick, and they're already decorated in advance, so you don't have to worry about it. So if you want to just take this notebook with you on your travels or on your couch, it's already made. So back to the flip through. So let me just quickly flip through. I will, like I said, put the link down below to the playlist if you are interested in checking that out, because I have done several videos, like video with me or journal with me in this specific journal. So if you're interested in that, I will leave that link down below. There's so many tips and things I don't know. I don't remember, but it's always so nice to like look through the previous pages or like the previous journal entries. Really, really nice. This is from last year, and old like catching up of a lot of stuff. I think back here is some photos and things, so I don't really want to share too much, but this overlay is from Courtney Diaz. It's so pretty. I printed it on overhead sheet, and I have it stuck in here because I don't know where to stick it in, but it's so pretty, and I think it just kind of really matches with that. Sorry, I don't know. I don't want to share too much here. What I did for my travels is I would bring an A6 notebook, just a simple black, sorry, not black, a simple A6 Midori notebook, and I would journal during my travels, but I wouldn't bring this specific notebook to catch up. And then I would come home, and then I would stick in the photos and everything. I don't have to worry about journaling because I already did the journaling during my trip. These little ticket stubs are for food. It's really neat. Yeah, these is like an old. Anyway, so yes, so here we are. I just have some pages that I wanted to catch up on. I used the pocket here to stick in my journal bits. Like I said, when I journaled in the A6 notebook, I tore out the pages. Make sure when you do that though, like when you're writing in your notebook, you don't write right against the edge. So for example, what I mean by is like if you have a, sorry, this is my kid's old sticker book, but let me find an empty spot here. So if you're journaling, just make sure you leave a space, maybe a centimeter or so, so that later on, when you tear it out, you don't tear it at the spine, because then that will ruin the spine of the book. But yeah, I forgot to do that for some of the page entries. I journaled right from the beginning here, and it was difficult to remove the paper. So just give yourself some space when you do journal. But yeah, so I was using some of the pockets, the clear pockets from the Traveler's Company, like the sticker set. This is from last year though, so from 2020. And yeah, let's keep it out so that I remember to use it. So let's do that, and I don't think I will have time to journal about this, so I'll leave that to the side. But let's open up this one here and journal about this trip. It's going to be a chatty video. I will try my best to fast forward the bits that I can so that it's not too long. Oh, I forgot to share. Well, I share this with you every single time I do a journal with me session, but I really, really like this. This is the Travelers Company, or sorry, the Travelers Factory brass, I don't know what it's called, ring, and then the Superior Labor brass tag there, and then I just kind of used a jump ring and attached, I think this is from like the dollar store or something, but it's really, really nice. I really like how that came out. So let's start journaling about that. Let's see if I can clip this up here instead. There we go. I don't really know how or what I'm going to, well, I know what I'm going to journal about, but I don't know how. Sometimes I feel like I have this stuff and I'm ready to go, but I don't know how to begin. This helps a whole bunch, because then now I know it kind of provides me a layout of where I can write. Because sometimes when it's like totally blank, I really freeze up and I don't know. Then I end up just kind of giving up and not doing anything, and that's not what I want to do. So these little bits help tremendously. We went to this Chatreze. Oh gosh, I'm butchering the French, but they gave us this pass and it's like waterproof. I don't know if you can hear that, but so I thought that would be neat to put that in there. So I'm just some photos that I printed on regular paper. Oh, this is an old one. I will have to put that in my kids' journal. But yeah. So let's begin. Actually, let me take out this one from London Gifties. This is it's a washi tape, but I want to say it's a decorative tape because it's not adhesive on the back. You just kind of roll out what you want to use, and then you cut it off, and then there's like a backing to it. So I kind of want to use this because it's like a snowy type of journaling. Snowy type of journaling, but you know what I mean. So I kind of want to use that. It's not Christmas time, but it's like the holidays, so I wanted to add that here. And so yeah, you see it's not adhesive at all. There's like there's a backing to it. I will leave the link above to the video where I share with you what I do with my blank pages in my notebook. So I prepared these quite a while ago, so I think I will use some in here just to add some more collage to it. And I like it because it's thin, and it's like on the Tomoe River paper, so it's nice and thin. I really don't know what I want to do with the layout and things, but I'm just going to go with it. And let's see here. So I have been thinking about what I want to do with the future videos, and I really appreciate for those that commented about my dilemma with having this strict schedule of, you know, every Wednesday posting. Sometimes I feel like it hinders my flow, and so yes, so I really appreciate for those comments or like the feedback. And I think I'm just going to, I will post every Wednesday, but I'm not going to kind of beat myself up if I miss a Wednesday but end up posting on a Friday or Monday instead, or I don't know. I just feel like, for example, I want to do a Stationery Sunday video, and I want to talk about this little stationery set or like stamp set in the Stationery Sunday video, but then I'm going to use it in this video, so I don't know if I should post the Stationery Sunday video first or this one. So that's where my dilemma is. I feel like before I would kind of film something and then I would post it whenever I whenever it was right, when the timing was right. So anyways, and yes, a lot of these videos are filmed weeks in advance. Whenever I have time, I will film a bunch, and then it'll kind of trickle out through the weeks. Like these past couple of weeks, I have not been really journaling much, but it's helped because I filmed several weeks ago. Like you'll see in my Hobonichi one, I have filmed a Hobonichi journal with me, but that was in February. So yeah, a lot of the videos are from weeks ago. It's just, I think it's the allergies that's making my mind very, I don't know, actually I'm going to use this one. I feel like my mind is very cloudy, and I just don't feel like journaling. Well, I feel like writing and journaling, but don't feel like filming, if that makes sense. Sometimes I just kind of want to play and not talk. I'm sure you understand what I mean. There's just some days that you just want to sit in front of another, like a different video, and watch them journal, and then so that you can journal along. Hopefully that's what you are doing with me today. You're journaling, we are journaling together. Let's stick this one in here. It's hard to see, but we made this gigantic snowman in the back. There was hardly anybody else around there because it was like, what is the term? I forgot. But there was a lot of snow. Of course, there was snowfall, but snow squalls. So that was really difficult to see much further. And I guess for some of the people there, they're not comfortable getting out in the snow. But for me, it was totally okay. So the kids had so much fun playing in the snow, and we made these huge snowmen, and we played we spent the whole morning just out playing in the snow. And so let's stick this in there. So yes, I do have a stationery Sunday video that I do want to film. I'll probably film it after, I want to say after this video, but I can't, I'm not sure. It's almost lunchtime, so we'll have to see. And I want to use some of the stickers from Maria as well as Job's journal. Let's stick something from here. It's so pretty. It matches so well too, I think. I really miss junk journaling. I really want to get back into it, like more of like vintagey type of junk journaling. Yeah, like I said, these past several weeks I have not been feeling my best, as in like energy wise, not as in like I'm sick or anything. It's just, I think the allergies has my mind very cloudy and stuffy, and I don't know what it is. Let's see if there's something that I can use here, or maybe I'll do that as the last step. I usually like to look through this tin of stuff and see if I can staple something in, or I kind of like the pop of pink. Let's look at this tin a little bit later on. This is a Christmas tin. It says Merry Christmas. My friend sent me a little box of chocolates. So I like to keep that tin handy because I like to keep little bits in there. That's really cute. So let's stick these ones down. I want to be able to journal a little bit. I don't believe, I left my A6 notebook where I journal, like I mentioned here. You know how I journal in my, just my regular blank notebook. I left it in the other room, so I won't be able to check, but I'm pretty sure I did that as well for this trip. So I'll have to stick that in here somewhere. So I guess I don't really need much space to journal. So let's stick these photos down. Just gonna cut this, or actually I'll leave it up here. I left a space there so that I can add some washi tape. And this also is from Job's journal. I really like his washi tape, and you can see I'm trying my best to, I don't want to say hoard because I really want to use it. So I'm going to try my best. Oh, let me stick this down first. I'm really trying my best to use up these things that I have. Trying my best to, yeah, use it up so that I can use the refillable one. I think this is from Daiso. It's getting a little gunky though. And then these other ones here. I'm sure I'm not the only one that journals after they get home from their trip. I know there's people that journal during their trip as well. I just, at the end of the day with these young kids, I am just absolutely exhausted, so it's really difficult. I actually end up journaling like just on blank, in a blank notebook while my kids are in the bath with daddy, or just when I have some alone time right before bed, I'll just jot some things down. But I won't have the energy to take these supplies out and do a little spread. I know I won't. So let's stick these ones in here. Oh, I think I finished. Oh, I gotta document this in my Hobonichi. So I'll keep that off to the side. Yes, I'm glad that I'm finished the tape runner from the dollar store. I always say dollar store, but it's the 100 yen shop, which is equivalent to $1 in Japan. So if you are new here, I have been keeping track of my empties in my Hobonichi cousin. And what I mean by that is I will take the monthly, so let's take this for an example. I will document the empties that I did for the month. And so yeah, you can see there that I also have to film February's completed pages as well. But yeah, so yeah, that's what I like to do that. Oops, I lost the page. I'll like to document the empties. So for March, I don't believe I have much going on yet. I did do some inks, and I finished up this one. I don't know how to pronounce that. Rore Klingner Alt Gold Grün. So I finished that ink, and it's really, really nice. I usually get the samples from Japans, and I thank you so much for those that have left comments about where to buy ink samples in Asia. So I'm really, really excited to be looking through that maybe in the next couple months or something. So I'm going to leave this in here so I don't forget to journal about that in my Hobonichi cousin a little bit later on today. But I'm sure you want to see what I'm doing here. So let's finish this off. I tend to ramble and get off topic very, very easily. And actually I want to put something here. Let's do, I really like these clear ones. I'm going to keep some of these clear ones for my other journals. I'm looking for the size. Oh, I forgot to mention, this is from Oh Lovely Cues. Maria from Oh Lovely Cues. I'll leave her Etsy shop, and she also has a YouTube channel, and from time to time she will share her journals as well as her planning and stuff. So I will leave her information linked down below. So I want to make sure I'm not ripping the stem part here. All right, so it's very, very pretty. I took out my stamps because I wanted to stamp something, but it looks like, well, I guess I can stamp over here. So I just, I'm attaching some washi tape here. I was going to staple it, but I kind of like having the ability to flip it open, and if I feel like journaling a little bit here, I can, and that just gives me the option a little bit later on. And yeah, I have a bit of white space, so maybe I'll do the stamping over here. And yeah, let's bring out these stamps. So I wanted to use this, but it looks like I'm not sure if I'm going to have space. This is a beautiful stamp set. It was a very big surprise because I received this in the mail from Momolovespaper, and I didn't know it was from her. And so I had to actually message the owner or the maker, Meow Illustration in Australia. But yeah, Momolovespaper, she sent me this beautiful stamp set for my birthday, and so I wanted to use this, but I'm not sure if I'll have space. Well, maybe I can do a bit of stamping here. So let's have some stamping fun so that you can see. I think for the title, let me just get some of my stamp ink pads out. I'll just use the standard VersaFine. I think I want to do snow day. Well, it's not really a snow day, but yes. I'm going to take the excess and put it on here so that I can use it for collaging later. So I think I'm going to do playtime in the snow, but I'm going to start from the bottom, if you know what I mean. Like the word on the bottom will be snow. So I'm going to start from the bottom here and just kind of do that. And sometimes I plan ahead like that, and then sometimes I'll just go right from the beginning. It's just, I guess it depends on the mood. But yes, I like to stamp the excess ink on a separate piece of paper and then use it for collage later. I'm going to try this out. There's like this hyphen in here in the set of letters, and I'm just taking, the Brilliance Cosmic Copper, and I just kind of want to decorate the page, and I'm just going to randomly kind of sprinkle. I think I pushed it too hard there on the stamp, but I'm just going to randomly sprinkle like these fun little dashes, so it looks like I wrote it with a marker, but it's a lot easier to just kind of stamp. And I'm really liking this copper color. It really pops and kind of adds a bit of shine. And yeah, you don't really need to push too hard, or the rubber, because it's just a simple line, it'll become like squished like that. So you just need to add a tad of pressure and try them in different directions, and you can kind of leave a space if you want to write, or you can just do it all over. It's light enough so that it's not going to disrupt your writing. So I'll do the same on this side. I used to do this once in a while with the O's in the letter or the number set. I would just take the zeros and just kind of stamp them throughout the pages in my journal pages for some fun. Of course you don't, I mean, it could be any color that you want, but yeah, it's just kind of fun. And there's a space there for me to journal later. Make sure there's no ink left. I suppose you can do it with the dot or the period and the comma as well, but I think I will leave it there for now, and I will add maybe some bits of washi tape here and there. I might do a little bit of journaling here, but I will definitely probably tip in my journaling notes like this. I'll tip that in later on in between the pages, and I'll sandwich that in there. But yes, I hope you enjoyed this journal with me session in my traveler's notebook. I still have quite a bit of pages left, and so I'm very, very happy that I can continue using this journal made by Skylar. Let me just quickly share with you some of the other pages, but yeah, I still have quite a bit of page remaining, so I'm happy to be able to continue this for the upcoming months. I'm not sure how much traveling there will be, but even if it's just like an outdoor excursion or something, I think it'll be fun to even like just walking outside in the neighborhood and taking photos. I always forget to do that. I don't really tend to remember. I think it would be fun to take photos of like signs and things that are different from Japan and Canada, because I always take that for granted. I think it would be fun to even just look at the lampposts and lights and things, and different signs and things would be fun to take photos of. So I'll try and remember to do that next time I'm out for a neighborhood walk. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for being here and journaling with me. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.